good.
Yeah. Right. All right. Nice to be back home after such a grueling time on the road, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously going to be a short, be at home kind of deal and leave the following day again. So, is what it is at this point.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it, going to New Zealand a couple of days after hosting a home game
Well, the next day.
next day.
Yeah. So yeah.
Did you watch the Kings Adelaide game a couple of nights ago, and what did you make of the Kings' performance?
Yeah, I thought the Kings were fantastic. They played very well there, and there'll be a handful for us tomorrow night. So they're always quite athletic and shoot the ball well. And out with Deladove over there, they have obviously a good court leader on the floor with them, and then Kendrick Davis has caused us problems in the past.
You saw him a bit over the preseason, obviously, but can you read too much into that, given it was preseason and this is the real?
Not really. I mean, it's good to go against them and stuff when we were in the preseason, but ultimately it doesn't really matter.
How's the injury front looking? Can you give us an update on Majuk first of all?
Majuk is probably 10 days to 3 weeks, somewhere in there, depending on how he goes here in the next few days. He's running and stuff, so we'll see where he progresses. David Johnson is probably 3 to 4 weeks or less in there, in that range. He's just started to run, so before FIBA break, we'll have those guys back.
Will there be, I haven't looked at the calendar, but would there be a time where you won't have a third import with TJ having to go back to China? Or
I don't anticipate that. I think that the window for TJ is 3 or 4 more weeks with us, and then he's on his way, and that's probably the window for if there's no setbacks with DJ.
You must be happy with how he sort of seamlessly fit into the club though really quickly.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good kid and stuff, and easygoing, and obviously the first night was obviously impressive, and the second night not as impressive. But he has a long way to go here to catch up with us too. So he's behind defensively, and if he's not going to be able to get on board with some of the stuff that we're doing and learn it as quick as he can, then his minutes will be less. But he gives us some scoring punch.
And has the run on the road sort of helped us sort of the team bond really quite quickly if you're all on the road, especially with those new faces that have
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I mean, that's ultimately what you're doing on the road anyways, and you're spending quite a bit of time together traveling and in and out of the lounges and airports. So our players have been connected all through those times, and so early on it's good to have that, especially with a bunch of new players involved.
About to talk to Tiger. What do you made of his start to the season as a jack jumper?
I think for him, it's just another learning curve of being in a position to make him uncomfortable and continue to push him. I think he's got a lot more to give across the board for us, and another wonderful kid that's doing everything he possibly can to help us. And his minutes will be determined also by how he plays defense throughout the entire game. But he's very steady on the floor, and he gives us another guy that can score the ball at times. So he's been quite handy for us.
Last one about the Boomers coming to Hobart. What's that mean for the state?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a great event for them to come in here, and great to be exposed to other basketball. And I think obviously there'll be a lot of familiar faces on both sides of that game. So it'll be just a nice event here for the fans.
You're, 5 or 6 games in now to the NBL season. How have you enjoyed your time so far?
A lot of games on the road. Happy we're home, but it's been going well so far. I feel like got some wins on the road, but like I said, just happy to be back. Hang out here this week, get this game tomorrow against Sydney for the Ignite Cup, and get out to New Zealand on Friday.
Yeah, it's only a quick pit stop home, as Coach just said. You're overseas again by Friday. How grueling is this little period for you?
I think he said something like half of our home games will be done by the end of this month or next month. So kind of just embracing the grind right now, being on the road, and just got to win at home. So embracing being here today and tomorrow.
You must be pretty happy with getting those few wins on the road though. That's no easy feat.
Yeah, we played some really good teams, and it was great that we could accumulate some wins at the beginning of the season on the road.
What about your own personal game? You happy with how you've been going so far?
I'm happy we've been winning. Of course, I wish I was playing a little bit better at this point, but it's a long season, and the coaches, we got some great coaches here, and they're really helping me through film and just how to play better in these next games coming up.
I asked the coach the same question, but do you feel like having multiple games on the road has helped really bond the team all together with travel and things like that?
Yeah, I'd say so. Just hanging out in the hotel and always eating dinner together, and we're always in the airport playing Uno, so just having fun, kicking it, finding ways to still just hang out, even though we see each other every day while we're on the road away from our families.
Do you know much about Sydney Kings and what they'll be like and how much of a threat they'll be tomorrow night?
We know that they had a good game against Adelaide this weekend, and of course we played them a few times this preseason. So we kind of have an idea, but it doesn't matter as long as we just focus on coming out tomorrow and executing what the coaches have for us.
What do you think of the Ignite Cup concept, mate? Obviously we've seen a bit in the NBA before, similar sort of concept. Do you like it here in the NBL?
Yeah, I don't know too much about it, but we're kind of just treating it like it's another game. So just trying to keep our head on straight and just focus and come out ready to play.
Yeah, because you win points obviously by winning quarters and things, but the mentality of the group is just trying to win and then the rest take care of itself.
Yes, sir, yeah.
Cool. Who's best at Uno?
I mean, probably Stoddy right now, Nick Stoddard. I think he has the most wins, so I think he's up there.
Is it a game of skill?
Nah, it's definitely luck. You know, we play a pretty crazy way, so I'm still getting the rules under me, so I kind of use that to my benefit. So, but yeah, it's a lot of fun playing on the road.
You obviously had the taste of Game 1 here at MyState Bank Arena, but what does it mean to the group to be back in front of this home crowd?
It means everything. It was so rowdy here playing the first game. Of course, it didn't go the way we wanted it to, but it's we're really excited to play here tomorrow night in front of our fans again.
I think the guys kind of had who'd been played here before had built it up to you. Was it sort of what you expected?
Yeah, and then some, for sure. Yeah.